What is going on, Movie Meals? Very late to this one, but when the holiday hit, moving was so intense that Richard Jewell is a film that I just happened to not be able to get a chance to see. I've now seen it. Kyle still has not, so he is all right. Me not having to wait much longer since one of us has seen it. We wanted to get a review out. So let's just get into a non-spoiler review of Richard Jewell. Start with the positives. I gotta say, I love this movie. I'm upset I waited this long to see it because I really adored this movie. It's a story I think that needed to be told. I think it's Clint at his best. I think Clint Eastwood has made some of the best movies ever. I think he's made some really incredible films. He's acted in some amazing films. The last few years, though, have been very hit and miss. Like The Mule, I did not like. I liked Sully a lot. I really liked American Sniper. So there's a lot of these movies of him that I do love, but I think this is the best of he's had in a long time. I really enjoyed everybody. I thought John Hamm was excellent. Sam Rockwell, the main guy whose name I'm forgetting because under the lights, that's what I do. And Kyle would know, and I'm sure he'll text me about it if he watches this. He's from Cobra Kai. I'm a big fan of Cobra Kai. We've got reviews of those seasons out on our channel. Cobra Kai is one of the best shows on TV, and his addition to Cobra Kai was fine. I don't remember loving it, but didn't hate it for sure. I enjoyed it for what it was, and he's comedic in that, and now to see him come over and take on a very intense, dramatic performance where he's taking on this real-life person, he kills it. He knocks it out of the park. Kills it probably is a bad way to word that, but he does fantastic. He really does, portraying Richard Jewell, this real-life hero. All the build, I thought this movie was going to kind of jump into at a specific point in the story. It didn't. It actually started farther back than I was expecting, and I really liked that. I really liked the portrayal. Sam Rockwell steals the show. For a long time, I thought this was actually going to be Scorsese, and that Scorsese was attached to this with Leo playing Rockwell's character, as well as Jonah Hill playing Richard Jewell. I might be confusing it with a different historical bombing, but I'm pretty sure it was this. But that would have been good too, but this was a great cast that took over. I think it's Oscar contending worthy. I really think him playing Richard is the front runner, as well as Sam Rockwell. I think they were outstanding. The movie, I saw it there were 12 people in the smallest theater because this movie's been out for a couple weeks. Star Wars has taken all of the main theaters over. And the 12 people in there, including myself, I was sitting there and the movie ended, and as soon as it ended, I hear clapping, and everybody's giving it kind of a round of applause, a standing ovation, and I remember being like, wow, I loved it, and, I joined in, and, but I thought it was a very interesting reason that, this movie's been out for so long, but it was still so impactful. It's a story that needed to be told. It is selling an agenda, which is okay. It's not historically accurate to some of the things, which is okay. It's a movie, not a documentary. Movies do not have to teach us anything. They can take as many creative liberties as they want. Now getting into my negatives, my only negative is Olivia Wilde's character. Not the way she portrays it. Olivia Wilde is an incredible actress, an incredible director. Go check out Booksmart. And she was fine in the role. I just didn't like Clint's decision of how the role is portrayed. She felt cartoony to me. And I know the real-life newspaper's upset about the portrayal and some of the things that the reporter in the movie does. That stuff I don't mind. It's the way she acts. She doesn't really have an arc. She's just kind of over the top this direction and then over the top the other direction. And she doesn't really seem to have development. It's just a flip. And so that was the only negative I had, but again, that's more on like the take on the character, and I get they were trying to dramatize it, they were trying to go off of a little bit different. Seeing it, I understand why the paper's mad, but I also didn't know the real life woman and all this stuff, but she was the only negative I had, and it really wasn't from a character standpoint. It wasn't from the way she portrayed it or necessarily the way she was written. It felt like more the way she was directed, or maybe the scenes that they did write her in, I guess maybe on the writing, but that was my only negative. Outside everything else, I really enjoyed this movie. Everybody brought the A game. It was really fantastic, especially towards the end, as well as the beginning and the middle. That's a great analysis there. But no, the ending has a really impactful moment that I won't spoil, but I really loved. And again, Sam Rockwell's fantastic. Everybody's really great. So guys, have you seen Richard Jewell? Please comment below if you have. If you have not, you're going to go see it. I highly recommend it. I think it's an Oscar contender. It might have competed for my top 10 of the year. Go check out all those other great videos we have. Kyle and I have dozens and dozens of videos out. So go check them out. And hey, remember to like, subscribe, share. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys.